welcome back to another video where I'm showing you how I do these really cool aura nails. I was inspired by the Pinterest Predicts 2025 list that just came out. I love looking at this for seeing what's trending in the next year. And they predicted that aura beauty would be really big in 2025, including aura nails. So I thought this would be a fun opportunity to show you how I do aura nails in a really easy way. But before we get started, if this is the first video of mine that you're seeing, I want to take a moment to explain why I do my nails in the way that I do them, because it's a little bit different than what you might see other nail techs doing. It's definitely not a revolutionary way of doing nails, but this is not your average gel manicure. In my opinion, this is like an elite gel manicure, and let me tell you why. First off, I do a fully dry manicure process with an electric file. This just allows me to do extremely precise dry cuticle work, and I also don't have to soak off my gels every single time with acetone, and instead I can do a fill or a rebalance, which is the process that you'll see me do today. And the reason why I'm able to do that rebalance process is because of the products that I use. They are literally formulated to be filled or rebalanced. Specifically, I'm using builder gel, which protects my natural nails from this electric file. So what I'm doing with the fill rebalance process essentially is I'm filing off the grown out portion of my manicure only. So that's the top coat, the art, the color, and then once I hit my builder base gel, which is light pink in this specific manicure here, I will just balance it out. So that means that I'm removing the bulk from the apex or overlay that I built when I was doing this manicure initially, making it more flat so that I can rebalance the shape of my nail. And once I'm done fully removing it and prepping my nails, I'm able to reapply the builder gel to match the actual length and shape of my manicure at this point. I love this manicure process for so many different reasons. I could go on forever and ever and ever about it, but one of the main reasons that I love it so much is because the products and this process are really meant to support and give my nails strength. So I'm able to grow them as long as I want. They can be short or a little bit longer, and no matter what, they do not break, because these products and the way that you apply them so that your nails have a lot of strength and structure. And because the products are a bit harder too than normal gel polish, they just don't break, and it's just truly magical, and I love it so much. With this specific manicure process, every single step of it needs to work together and be correct in order for the manicure to last. So my rules of thumb for making this manicure process work the best that it possibly can is really thorough dry manicure prep, like you just saw me do here. I also only use pure gel and professional gel products because they are formulated for professionals and you are just going to get the best results. I also pretty much only use Japanese or Korean gel, which are just so high quality and amazing to look at and to work with, and they're the best. I also use a professional curing unit, so I think that this is one of the most important parts of your manicure that you really need to be investing in. If you're using a weak lamp or a low quality lamp or a flash curing lamp, it can lead to lifting, but it also can lead to having uncured gel on your nails, which can give you allergies, and those are irreversible and painful and can lead to a lot of different problems in your health down the line. So definitely invest in a high quality lamp as well. And with my builder base gel application, I aim for a very specific type of application where you have the bulk of the gel in the center of your nail and the tips and cuticle area and sidewalls are thin. This will help give your nails a balanced structure, which allows them to grow and be supported, but also helps prevent the gel from lifting off of your nails. Okay, so let's catch up to where we are in the video. You just saw me prep my nails, and then I used Cocoa's Mega Stick base, which is my favorite soft, flexible base that, again, really helps prevent the builder gel from lifting. And now I'm using one of my favorite builder gels. This is by Nail Thoughts, and it's the color Hazelnut Creamer. I do a slip layer that I leave wet, and then I grab a bigger bead that I kind of just gently drag through the wet layer, and then I structure it so that it has that bulk of the apex in the center of the nail with the sidewalls and cuticles being thin and nice and balanced. And once I like how that looks, I cure it. I never want my nails to look bulky or thick, especially at the tips, because that will cause lifting super quickly. But I also just think it looks really nice and natural when you apply it this way. Okay, now we're getting into doing the aura, and this is like such an easy way to do an aura nail. And it's also safe because those airbrush machines are literally getting uncured gel all over your skin and in the air, and we're leaving those in 2024, okay? We're using sponges for auras this year. I'm using the color Bubblegum by Nail Thoughts. I put a little dot of it on my palette and dipped the sponge into it and then kind of dotted it on the palette to make sure that it wasn't too concentrated on the sponge. And then I just lightly pat it on my nail and kind of like go around the perimeter of the circle with the sponge too to sort of diffuse it and make it look very subtle. I don't want it to look like a polka dot on my nail. I want it to be very like barely there. And that's really how you're gonna get that true aura look. Once I like how that looks, I cured my nails and then I repeated the process again with literally the exact same thing. So I just grabbed a little bit more gel on the sponge and very lightly on this round went over kind of just the center. And then I also like turned the sponge on the side to sort of diffuse that new dot too, because again, I want it to just be like barely there. And I wanted the centers to be slightly more pink than the first coat. And again, I think that that just makes it look a little bit more like an in-your-face aura. Still subtle, but like a little bit more true to what an aura actually is. And of course you could stop here, but I am not going to do that because I love adding extra layers and sparkles and fun things. So today I'm doing chrome on top of the aura, and instead of using just a plain non-wipe top coat, I'm using this Ultra Rainbow top coat from Cocoas. It's a non-wipe top coat, same formula as Ultra Glossy, but it just has these really pretty like gold and rainbow sparkles in it. And my tip for doing chrome with this top coat is to cure it for 10 seconds only. And then work quickly. You gotta work quickly or else the top coat will kind of cool off and it won't work as well. I literally cured the nails for 10 seconds, grabbed the chrome and started buffing it in. But again, I'm not just using regular clear chrome, I'm using Aurora chrome. And this one is peachy. And I absolutely recommend doing chrome on top of the aura because it really conceals any imperfections and kind of just makes it look even more subtle and like barely there. Like you can obviously see that there's that pink dot in the middle of my nails, but it looks more blended in with the base. And if you did not have the chrome there, it would look a little bit more true to like a sponged on aura. So I just think that this is a good way to kind of conceal it and make it like blended, and just I think it just completes the look. And now I'm adding some twinkly stars because it's winter and I just feel like that's a fun little accessory for winter. And how you do this is you just do a little dot and then you use a thin liner brush to kind of drag out 4 points of the star. And I tried this like 3 different times and I hated how it looked. So that's the best part about gel, is if you don't like how it looks, you can literally just wipe it off. And I'm just doing this directly on top of the chrome and I just like lightly wiped it off and it didn't disturb the chrome underneath, luckily. And look at that, I finally did a star that I approve of. So now I'm moving on to the second one and then curing that to freeze it in place once I like how the second one looks. And now it's time for the top coat. I'm using my favorite Holy Grail top coat that I literally use every single manicure, and I'm gonna be a broken record about it in every single video that I do. This is Cocoas Ultra Glossy Non-Wipe Top Coat. I love this step in this manicure specifically because I feel like it brings all of the elements and all of the layers out to the top, so you can like really see every single element of the manicure once you put the top coat back on. Like the chrome looks shiny again, you can see the sparkles from below, the aura looks nice and blended. And the best part is that the top coat is going to keep my nails protected and shiny for multiple weeks while I have these nails on. And I just want to shout out that this was a bunch of layers, but I still maintained the structure of my nails because the products that I'm using are super pigmented and they are a nice viscosity that you can apply them and keep the structure without adding bulk to your nails. So that's always my goal, like I've said earlier, is I just want to maintain the structure that I built with my builder gel no matter what I'm putting on top of them, because that's going to help keep my nails really strong and support them while I have these products on. And that's just like one of my favorite things about using Japanese and Korean gel, is that they are meant to be layered and they're designed to work together so that you can do art like this and keep your nails looking really nice and shaped really nicely. Okay, that about brings us to the end of the video because this is the end of the manicure. I really hope that you enjoyed and learned a lot about my process and especially how to do aura nails so that you can try them too. Make sure to subscribe and tune in next week for my next video. And if you want to learn even more about this process, make sure to check out my website where I have a bunch of blogs and full-length tutorials on how to use builder gel in the e-file and even more. Thanks again, and I will see you soon.